He's talking to us.
Okay, good evening. First Selectman Stephen Everett. I call this regular meeting of the Columbia Board of Selectmen to commence Tuesday, June 15th in the year 2021. As we have done in the last year and a half, the rules of conduct for a hybrid virtual meeting. This meeting will be held in both in-person and virtual. The session is being both video and audio recorded, correct?
Yes.
Board members and staff who are joining virtually will generally remain on mute except when speaking or voting, and will generally be keeping video of themselves on throughout the meeting. If a member of the public joins virtually and creates an audio or video disruption, they may be manually ejected from the meeting upon recommendation of the staff or the first selectman. For public input, should be placed 24 hours prior to the start of the meeting to public input at columbiact.org. Attending virtually, public comments during the meeting can be submitted through the chat feature in or wave your hand and request your mic be unmuted. We okay?
Well, the owl hasn't come on.
Please include your name and address in both methods. Ian, can you hear us?
Yes.
It might take a minute. Most
Sometimes
people are talking.
it takes a while to keep going. Keep going. Just make sure everything's working. It's just not getting the whole room.
Second business is our pledge of allegiance. Please rise and join me. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I make a motion, we approve the agenda as submitted. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. I make a motion, we approve the Board of Selectmen regular meeting minutes for June 1st, 2021. Mark, it says here we were going to look into any exceptions about the size of the horsepower on the boat. Did we look into that?
Yes, there was no exceptions. Last year, it was incorrectly written on the registration, which was caught this year, which allowed him to get in last year, the boat, but not this year. So, and a letter was sent documenting that to the resident that the boat will not be allowed there. Now, does that answer your question?
No. So last year they got on a lake with a horsepower over our limit.
But it was correct, it was incorrectly listed on the registration.
Okay, so it was listed at,
As a correct horsepower. Authorized horsepower, but it is not. So it was crossed off and written correctly as if the registration was wrong. But that was not. So it was caught this year.
I don't know, that's not why I'm sitting here, but Why wasn't it caught?
The explanation was accepted last year of why it was wrong.
So they just believed what that person said.
Yes.
So it was on the registration, let's just go over this. It was on the registration, let's say for 150, and they crossed it out and put 135, and so the person at the gate monitor said, okay.
And I believe there was a reason for it, an explanation. And that whoever let them in said, fine. This year, it was questioned and they were denied.
We're gonna do some training on that.
And training hasn't been.
Great. Anything else here? All those in favor? Aye.
I wasn't here.
Excellent. 3-0. One abstention. Audience of citizens. Where is the camera?
But we don't know why the house not coming up. That's always happens when I go from one meeting to this meeting and
Didn't like it.
it isn't like this. I could shut the whole thing down to get the out.
It's okay. I mean, I'm looking up there. It's not my best side. I mean, come on.
You're cute at it.
There's a lot.
Both sides.
I don't have a good side, so not anymore. There's more to go. Not too much. That's right. Audience of citizens. Great. Hearing none, thank you. Anything in the chat?
No,
Nothing in the chat, nothing. Thank you. Old business, discussion following the public hearing of the charter revision. We just had a charter revision meeting.
is he in trying?
Ian, are you trying to talk? Because we see you. It was very nice tonight, Ian.
She's cute.
Okay, we just had the charter revision public hearing. So out of that, I'd like to make a motion that anywhere that the term fiscal manager is shown in the charter, that be changed to finance director. As discussed. Any discussion, any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Great. So send it back, right?
Yes, we'll send it back.
All right, new business. Daniel Johnson, facilities operator, completed 6-month probation. That does an outstanding job. Does everything we ask, and he does it very, very well. So,
And plus, the library loves him, the senior center loves him.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think Ingrid loves him, so he's actually been
Very lovable.
very.
Lovable guy.
He's the
How's
underrated
his
worker.
work?
No, actually,
As I was gonna say, how's his work? He's
I'll
lovable.
tell you, Millie's gonna love him tomorrow, because he just ran a spigot to the front of the Murphy house, so she can water plants without a hose going around.
Oh, that's always nice, dragging
So
hose.
he was welding copper pipe to run it through the basement and out.
Sorry.
Sorry, thank you. Yes,
He was a welder.
welding would be
He's a
bad.
lovable guy.
Yeah, blow right through that.
Okay, so completion of 6-month probation, that's just for our FYI.
And just to make a motion that we'd like to take him off probation and make him a
We need a motion for that? Okay. I make a motion that we remove Daniel Johnson from the 6-month probation and place him on a full-time or employee. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Where's your Columbia Lake?
Just got a report from Beth, the lake is down 9 inches. So I thought with all that rain. over the
2.5 inches and we didn't get a full lake, I'm thinking. Oh,
I know, now, I'm thinking the watershed is full right now, and I think Ardoni Road.
I drove by today, it looked pretty full to me.
It's still, you can see it's down, you can still see 9 inches of normal.
Yeah, just colored dot.
Right, you look at the cement. So it needs a little more, but I think it's gonna be going up a half inch a
I mean,
day.
I know my swamp in my backyard is full again, so it's gonna be draining water.
Yeah, it's all being headed from
My
the,
basement's full.
so that's the good news.
Appointments, resignations, none. Town administrator's report, tell us about our parade.
So it's the 4th of July parade on the 5th. So
Please,
we're,
I want to see that everywhere. I want people to know that it's on the 5th. Okay, the message board,
We took the 4th off the actual sign, and we're not putting 4 anywhere, right? And parade is on the 5th of July. We're gonna keep putting that. I think it's right now, it's on the signboard, right?
There's about the Independence Day parade.
Yes, you
on July.
I was driving around today over in Hebron, and every road you drive in, they got little signs up about the fireworks, the 26th. So they have to do something like a little cheapo sign to say 4th of July parade.
Okay.
I know in everything, Columbia says the 5th.
all right.
Yeah, and on the.
The problem is that you'll have families sitting out there on the 4th, like,
Where's the parade?
you know, they will. I think out of my whatever fund there, maybe we can spend a couple of bucks and get a couple of signs made.
Try Sign Professionals in Norwich, because they do direct print, pretty cheap.
All right, well, we'll take a look at it, thank you. Upriver Bridge, final phase.
Right now, they finally hired a design firm and. Here you go. They finally hired a design firm, final design submissions shall be October 29th. So they're finally making some progress. And I formally requested that we want a fire hose hookup at the bridge somewhere. So
Oh,
that
that would be nice.
should be in the
That's
works.
what I was.
Right.
Correspondence, a couple of things in there. Kathy Austin, our senator in our district. She is, she's trying to get Windsor, East Windsor, $3 million a year because the casino wasn't built. It's in the paper.
Wait, she's,
Didn't read that.
because it
$3
was,
million and all the surrounding towns, $750,000 additional state aid because the casino wasn't built up in the old Renaissance banquet facility or the showcase. place,
To
right?
showcase, yeah. the
Because
showcase.
they didn't build it, she wants to make sure that they get $3 million a year.
Hmm.
That's-
It's in that spring.
doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
There's no
Oh, that's
transfers, no
crazy.
refunds.
Yeah. Oh, look at, that's good, budget, no transfers and no refunds.
Right.
Improvement of bills, if you have that. Yeah, we have all the bills. Got it earlier today. So you'll see here that we bought a sweeper for $12,501. We were the winning bid. We thought it was a pretty good buy. They were asking, they were looking at 15,000 to start and bid, so I thought we did okay. Ours basically,
Here's the good news, it's identical to what we have, so we're keeping the old one, and we have new parts on the old one, and when the pumps and the hydraulics, we can just move them over.
Yeah.
So it was a real good find, and it had brand new tires and came with a set of tires.
That's great.
It was good,
Old is the, how old is that?
pretty old.
But it's works.
Was it 1996? Yeah, I think 96.
That's an old, that's old.
Well, but how often does it work? Works for a month.
1 to 2 months a year.
Yeah.
But it's non-stop.
you'll see in this total payment of bills, 172,000 to pay for our Connecticut resident trooper.
So that's just one shot, that's it.
Yep.
And we're done.
I went through them all, they all look pretty good.
That was the only one that's outstanding.
They're loving it. They're mowing the trees.
Still tree work. That's going on.
Yeah, we got a couple of years left of that.
It's all the
There's
time.
still a lot of ashes.
We had to,
I'm sorry, what is this anti-vaping program, culture of
that's a
change?
grant. It's a grant. Everything for that is paid for a grant, and the grant is for anti-vaping. So it's signage and courses and we had to actually treat our copper beach. It had a fungus or something.
Yeah, the beach leaf, yeah.
So we
that's-
just
yeah.
injected in the ground. They discovered it.
What do we
It's
have?
all over
We had
town, so
a beach tree fungus on the leaves.
you might want to plant something to replace it, because it's coming.
Well, they said if this doesn't work, it's could die for.
I think I have one on the side.
Yeah, when we had him give us a quote for uncompacting the roots, that's when we discovered.
Okay, here's another thing. Yeah, that's not the one I was gonna say.
Get like me, I can't remember stuff.
Mark. All right. So I make a motion, we pay bills in the amount of $296,311.26. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none, thank you. Audience of citizens. Have you thought of anything yet?
Thank you very much.
Board member comments. Well, the budget went through.
Yes,
We're still waiting to hear some things from the state legislature about maybe rescinding all the cuts to municipalities, so, you know,
That's possible.
it's possible. So our ECS was cut by $59,000 or $60,000, we may get that back.
maybe we're not.
Maybe.
That money.
They keep working on,
We have applied for our first of 2 installments, 700 and something.
yeah, so that'll be in our revenue, a special revenue account we created for it, and I'm working close with CCM as we try to figure it out. They said you have till 2024, so don't rush into spending until we get some clear direction. They keep coming up with a lot of creative ideas. So I think as they develop, I'll keep the board informed and eventually we'll have big ones.
Still. Yeah.
That's-
I do have a comment.
Go for a hike.
I know, it's a little roller.
Well, you know,
Hasn't made it back to life.
well, my problem with all those kind of, you know, feel-good kind of things. I really like collecting the plastic bags.
I know, but then we had nothing, it was so hard to get rid of
They
them.
wouldn't take them.
Oh my God, it was a nightmare.
After we got our 500 pounds, they wouldn't take them. Because we
Well,
made the
The
benchmark.
storage they set up would allow us to bring one bag at a time.
So all I'm saying is, you know, let's have sustainable stuff that actually is gonna work and not just to
Right,
get
not
to
just
get
the,
everybody feel good and stuff.
I agree.
That was kind of my point on that. Because I hate throwing it away.
I know, and a lot of people love bringing those plastic bags in, so they didn't have the guilt of
No,
throwing it in waste.
it's not even a guilt, it's just a waste.
Right.
I've been conservative. I had to put cloth diapers on my children back in the 80s. So there you go, that's how that was done. I still hang my clothes on the hose.
Anybody else want to tell us their?
I
Thank you very much. If nobody has anything else, I make a motion, we adjourn this meeting at 7:24.
No,
29.
I have
28. Well, and Jen is right.
28.
28. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These long meetings, I don't know.
I know.